Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Hari Om. So, let us start with today's topic. What is today's topic? Is Sanatana. All of you are okay with this Devanagari script? All of you can read Hindi script? If I say Sanskrit script, then no. Hindi script, all of you are comfortable, no? Sanatana Dharma Parichayam. 3 words. Why we are here? We are here to do Parichaya. We are here to get just introduced into Sanatana Dharma. Does it mean that we are not aware of it? We are. We know lots of things, but we are here so that we will be able to teach others. Please make this point in your mind that you are not here as students, you are here as the future teachers. Okay? So that when you listen, don't listen as a student, but listen as a teacher. Okay? Tomorrow you will be taking these sessions to someone else, and always keep, okay, whether I understood the idea is clear or not. Please, if you have any ideas not clear, please ask, so that the clarity is there here. Okay, please keep this in mind. We are here, this is like it's a teacher's training program, not as a student's training program. All of you are going to be teachers. Why? Why? Because we need teachers now. Now there are our culture, as Swamiji also was telling us. See, how old is our culture? Nobody actually can say, because this is there for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Okay, we faced lots of problems in our history, but now we are facing a very peculiar problem which was not there in the past. In the past, attacks were done from outside. No, they came, they tried to kill, they tried to convert, they tried to, so many things. Now, the attack is, of course, from outside is there. More than that, the attack is from within. Our society itself, so-called intellectual, people, they are taking up some aspects of our culture and show it in such a wretched manner that we ourselves feel that, oh my God, am I belongs to such a bad way of life? This is what happening now. Because why this is happening? Because we do not know who we are. People are able to convince us, people are able to create doubt in our heart because we actually do not know. They just quote one from somewhere, Manusmriti says so. We can't ask because we have not studied Manusmriti. This is a big problem we are facing now, and which is going to become severe in the coming years. So it is our duty. It's our duty to learn the right understandings of our culture. So we are going to be the defenders of our great culture. As I told you, we are not students, we are future teachers. So when you are in the class, be alert, because there could be one word, sometime people may ask you, and then you remember, oh, it was said in that class, but I don't remember now. Of course, it's not possible to remember everything, so you should have a notebook and you should keep notes. Even though when see, sometimes we forget because we cannot store everything. Many things will be in Sanskrit and so many things. You should have a very proper notes with you so that in future you will have already material with you. Will be able to help understand. It will be able to help us to understand things, and will be able to serve the nation. We'll be able to serve our great culture as an ambassadors of these great traditions. So I am actually looking at great future ambassadors, defenders of our religion. Religion, when I say the pure sense. Okay, so let us have that sankalpa in our heart. When the moment these 5 days, let us dedicate entirely into this. Make the notes, compare your notes with others, because sometimes we misunderstand, How I said, but Swamiji said like that. No, Swamiji said like this. And then we can compare our notes. So let this 5 days be a great sadhana for us. Let us make notes, let us compare, let us think, let us be fully here now. Okay, so let us start with this. Swamiji today touched with a very, very important question. Our religion, we are now known as Hindus. We should start from there. Although we say Sanatana Dharma, the word we use is Hindu. Okay, Hindu is the word what we use now. So Swamiji said that in our Veda, etc., this word Hindu is not used. Then first we should know. Somebody asks you, okay, you are Hindu. See, I am a Christian because I follow the path of Christ. And I am a Mohammedan because of this. I am a Buddhist, I am a Jain, I am a Sikh because of this. You are a Hindu. Why? Somebody asks you, what you will say? I am a Hindu. You are a Hindu. Why Hindu? What is the meaning of Hindu? What do you feel? If somebody asks you, your religion is Hinduism, why? You can speak in Malayalam also, okay?
In a partial understanding, we can say that in our SLC certificate, the religion is Hindu.
Yes. yes. That's a nice answer. No, I read, you might also got that, this Chakrik WhatsApp messages. The teacher came and asked, all Muslims get up? So some people got up. And I also got up. I think that she said, you are not Muslim, sit down. Then teacher said, all Christians get up. So they all got up, and I also got up because I thought my friends have this. He said, teacher said, hey, what are you doing? Sit down. Then he said, let all Hindus stand up. I did not sit because he will get angry. So then I did not. Then the teacher said, why are you sitting? Stand up, you are a Hindu. Then only I understood I am a Hindu. So that's the case now. Because in our SSLC book, they have written that we are Hindu. We are Hindu. Is that the case? We know, no, I go to temple because I am Hindu, or I am a Hindu because I go to temple, also all those things we say. Or I am a Nambudiri, or I am a Nair, or I am a Sharma, so I am a Hindu. But actually, what I am trying to ask you is, what is the meaning of this word Hindu? What is the meaning of the word? Whether we are Hindu or not, that's not the thing. What is the word meaning? Because as I said, what is the meaning of Christian? A person who follows the Christ. Buddhist, one who follows the Buddhism. Now, like that, Islam, one who follow the path of the Prophet Muhammad. So now, who are we?
Followers of Veda and Rishi Parambaras.
Yeah, but now I'm asking about Hindu word. We call ourselves Hindu. Why? That's the question. Somebody asked us, okay, why your religion is known as Hindu? Swamiji said, that's what Swamiji said actually answered. You remember what was that? Hinam dushayati idi Hindu. That is fun. Okay, Hinam dushayati means those people who are always ready to discard all the negativities. That's the meaning of Hinam dushayati. So why Hindu? Why we are Hindu? Because one, Hinam dushayati. Means those people who are always ready to fight against all low tendencies. Now, those people are known as Hindu. One word, one meaning. Now, historically, if you, I'm sure, in your some text you might have history or something, you have heard this word. Hindu comes from a word Sindhu. Dha. Okay, Sindhu. What is Sindhu? Sindhu is the river. Unfortunately, we don't have any more with us. Now it is flowing through the Pakistan. Now that Sindhu river was there. When foreigners came to, like Persian, etc., they came to India for trade, etc., they called us Hindu because in their language, Sa changed into her. In Persian, Sa changed into her. Okay, so they called us, because what the meaning of Sindhu means? Those people who are living on the banks of Sindhu river. Those people who are living on the banks of Sindhu is known as, because of their, like many of us, we also say Genge. What? Genge. What is Genge? Ganga. Ga become Ga. Now when we speak, because there's a lot of such Gyan. North India they say Gyan. Actually what is the word? Jnana. Jna change it to Gya. Like that in this Sa becomes her. So it becomes Hindu. Hindu means a person who was living on the banks or beyond the Sindhu. So this is one meaning. Okay. Now Swamiji said in our text there are not much much explanations of this word, use of this word Hindu, but there is a smriti, a very later smriti in which the word Hindu is used. It says there in this word, Himalayam samarabhya yavadindu sarovaram tam deva nirmitam rashtram Hindustanam prachakshate. Says Himalayam samarabhya, from the Himalayas, yavadindu sarovaram, up to from the Himalayas to the Indian Ocean. From Himalayas to the Indian Ocean, tam deva nirmidam desham, that Rashtra, that kingdom, that place which is created by Devatas themselves, is known as Hindu Rashtram. And all those people who live in this Hindu Rashtra are Hindus. So, now this is a word. What is that? Indu Sarovaram. Okay? Indu Sarovar. What is this Indu Sarovar? Is Indian Ocean. Okay? What we call as we now call, Bay of Bengal. What is our word for that? Bay of Bengal. Now we call, what was the original name? Ganga Sarovar. It is Ganga Sarovar, and this Arabian Ocean is Sindhu Sarovar. Because Sindhu joins there, so it is Sindhu Sarovar for us. And Bengal, Bay of Bengal, these are all words used by others. We used to call it what? Ganga Sagar. Ganga Sagar or Ganga Sarovar. Like this is Sindhu Sagar or Sindhu Sarovar. And the last, what we call as Indian Ocean, is Indu Sarovar or Indu Sagar. Okay, so that land which starts from the Parvata, from the Himalaya up to Kanyakumari is known as Hindustanam. And all those people live there are known as Hindus. This is Smriti. Okay. Now comes third explanation. In Sanskrit, there is one word Ha, capital Ha, and Indu. Ha is actually a bijakshara, Okay, Ha means Surya. Ha always stand for Surya, sun, and Hindu always stand for moon, Chandra. So there used to be two kinds of people who used to live in this land. Either belongs to the solar dynasty or lunar dynasty, Chandra Vamsha or Surya Vamsha. Sri Ramachandra belongs to Surya Vamsha. Sri Krishna belongs to Chandra Vamsha. So that land where Surya Vamshi and Chandra Vamshi used to stay is known as Hindu. So we all belongs to either Surya Vamsha or Chandra Vamsha. So that's why we are known as Hindus. So this is another explanation. Okay. So there are many. So it's not that it's not explained, but we are not aware of it. Because of that, what happens when somebody asks us, we don't have an answer. We say yes, because in my SSLC certificate it's written Hindu, I am a Hindu. Okay, anyhow. So this is Hindu. Now, this is the basic understanding. Now, nowadays we use this word Hindu. Very good. But in our ancient scriptures, our dharma is known as Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. So actually, if we want to say what is our religion? Our religion is Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. Why? Because in India, whoever live, they are all Hindus. Whether they are Christian, whether they are Muslims, whether they are Parsis. Because Hindu means what? A person who stays in Hindustan. Hindustan, this in our India, who are like Indians, what we say, no? So in the olden way, it is Indians is equal to Hindus. That's all. So it's not that all Hindus are Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. No. So actually, if we want to say, specifically if we want to say, what is our tradition? It is Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. Now let us take one word. First word is Sanatana. What is the meaning of Sanatana? Sanatana means what?
Everlasting.
Everlasting. Yeah. This comes from in Sanskrit, no? There are different kinds of words. We will be, I hope that we'll get some time to understand the basics of Sanskrit. Not Sanskrit, but the history of Sanskrit. So there are different kinds of words in Sanskrit, and one is known as Avyayam. What is that? Indeclinables. In English they are called, it will not decline, okay? So there is a word, there is an Avyaya, Sanat. Sanat. Sanat means that which everlasting. Sanat means what? Everlasting, the eternal. Okay? Tada Sanad Ishwaraha. Sanad Ishwaraha means the God who is everlasting. Sanat. Okay? So Sanatana means that which is everlasting. So the eternal. So Sanat is an Avyaya, is a indeclinable. From that we have coiled a word. Sanskrit is like that. Now you make words either from a root, from a noun, from indeclinables, etc. Okay? His word is what is his name? You know? Anybody? So Vikas. How this word is formed? There is a V, okay, and Kasa. Kasa means kas means to expand. So Visheshena Kasate iti Vikasaha. Means what? That which opens up very beautifully. It's known as Vikas. Why I am telling this? Because this word is formed from a root. Kasa is a root. From there, a noun is produced. Here, not from a dhatu, not from a root, but from an indeclinable. What is indeclinable? Avyayam. From one avyaya a word is formed. It's known as sanat. From sanat, sanatana, the eternal. Now comes the most important word. That is Vaidika. Vaidika means which is of Vedic origin. Vaidika. Veda Sambandhi Vaidikam. What's the meaning of Vaidika? Vaidika means what? Veda. We know the word Veda. We know the word Veda. So what is Vaidika? Veda Sambandhi means what? That which is related to Vedas. That which originated from Vedas. That which sustains on Vedas. It's known as Vaidika. So this is a Sanatana, this is an eternal. This is Vaidika. The origin is from the Vedas. Now comes the most difficult word in our vocabulary. What is that? Dharma. Dharma. What is the meaning of dharma? Dharma. Let us first, okay. What do you mean by dharma, Abhilash? Some idea. No need to, just what you feel. Because we hear this word dharma, always we hear the word dharma. What, one meaning, what you feel, dharma.
Understanding of our real nature.
Dharma means, one meaning, understanding of our real nature. Very good. Just. Dharayati iti dharma. That which supports. That which supports is also dharma. Okay? Mahadevanji.
One meaning is duty.
Duty. Dharma means duty. Okay. Then, any other ideas? Vishnu? Whatever, what do you feel? We use the word dharma, We use the word dharma in North India. What is the meaning of dharma? Generally when we use Hindu dharma, Islam dharma. Dharma means religion. Another meaning of is religion. Yes. So, this word dharma, dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya, says what actually dharma cannot be explained. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya. It is as though kept inside a guha. Mahajano yena gata sapandha. Then what is the dharma? For our sake, whatever Mahatmas show us, that is dharma. It's from another. Okay. Now let us see different meanings of dharma. One, dharanat dharma. Please note down these definitions, because this definition will, afterwards when we learn more, these all words will have different levels of understanding and meaning, which cannot be explained in English or in any other language. What is dharma? Dharanat dharma. Means what? Means if anything exists in this world, that is because there is something which supports it. There is something which is supporting everything. Sometimes, we should, that is as in Malayalam we say, Anandam, Ajnatam, Avarnaniyam, I Lokagolam Tiriyunna Margam. Sometimes we should just close our eyes and think about, this earth is there, and then moon is there, and all those planets are there, and suns are there, and then there are many stars and such huge universe where all these things are existing. See, I am standing on this, okay? This is on this earth. where is this earth existing? What is that which actually as though holds this earth? What is that? So when we think, we understand there is something. We may name it, we may not name it, but if you think properly, we understand that this entire vast universe is supported by something. It is not that just it there, because everything is working properly, no? Not like our systems. No, see here itself, like if there is no traffic, even if there is traffic light, we know how much problem happens in our roads. And you see this world, universe, everything is going, not one inch this or that. If 1 inch is different, then entire world will collapse. Who is that who controls everything? You know, says Bhishasmad Vatah Pavate, Bhisho Dedi Surya, Bhishad Agnischa Indrascha, Mrityurdhavati Panchamaha. As though there is a supreme intelligence because of which everything is working other than human beings. Properly, everything is sthane. Now, what is that which holds this, supports this entire universe? That is Dharma. So, in that meaning, what is Dharma? Dharma is nothing other than the supreme consciousness. Whether we call it Ishvara, whether we call it Brahman, whether you want to call it any name. So, what is Dharma in the supreme level? Dharma is whatever you call. Ishvara, you want to call, I want to call Ishvara, I want to call Brahman, I want to call whatever. So, that Dharma means that supreme bodha in which everything is working is Dharma. Dharanat Dharma. Now, another meaning, Dhriyate iti Dharma. Another is Dhriyate. What is the word? Dhriyate. First one is Dharanat. Okay, Dhriyate iti Dharma means how you distinguish water from fire. We know water is there, fire is there. Is water and fire one? No. But we say, oh, that water is, that is hot water. So what happens now? Now water and heat, okay, water and fire, water and earth, so many things are there. How you distinguish them? We say that this is water and this is fire. What is that which distinguish?
Gunas.
Yeah, some gunas.
With our intelligence.
With our intelligence, of course. Without intelligence, nothing is possible. But our intelligence is there. But we say this is water and this is fire because of some guna. So that guna is also dharma. So they say, what is the dharma of fire? Heat and light are the dharma of fire. What is the dharma of water? Rasa. Now, the taste is the dharma. And what is the dharma of earth? Smell, fragrance is the dharma. Means that which is there peculiarly to that element alone is known as dharma. So what is dharma? Dharma is this nature. Nature in the sense, dharma is that which makes it different from others. In Nyaya Bhasha, in the logical. So what is dharma? Dharma means dhriyate. Means we say this is water. How we know? Because there is something in that which makes it different from all other things. That is known as dharma. Dhriyate iti dharma. Now comes another aspect. These two aspects is clear. One is that supreme truth which actually, as though supports this universe, is dharma. In that sense, the supreme Brahman or Paramatma or consciousness, whatever we call, that is dharma. Now in the second level, we see that there are things in this universe, they are all acting according to its rules, some rules, and there is something which makes it special from others. It is dharma. Now comes the third meaning. Very beautiful. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya gives the best definition for dharma. No, he was a master. He was the best poet India ever produced. The Kavya Guna, the beauty of his compositions. He is the best philosopher India ever produced. He is the best teacher India ever produced. And he is the best logical person India ever produced. So, you will see, Bhagavan, whatever Shankaracharya want to prove, he always, not that because I say, no. Because Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava. He takes up anything and then he proves it with the help of Veda and logic and experience. So he says, what is dharma? Oh, sir, that's the best ever definition given for dharma. Bhagavan says, it's actually in the introductory part of Bhagavad Gita Bhashya. Bhagavan says there, what is dharma? Says, Jagatah Sthiti Karanam. Different aspect, okay? Jagatah Sthiti Karanam. Means that which is the cause of existence of this universe. If the universe is existing, that is because of dharma. That means what is Jagatah Sthiti Karanam? Brahman. Yato va imani bhutani jayande yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti abhisamvisanditi. From where this entire universe came into exist, in which it exists, and to which it will merge back. What is that? That is Jagatah. Sthiti means Srishti Sthiti Laya. Whenever you take Sthiti, then you have to understand that it actually means all three. Srishti, the creation, Sthiti, the sustains, and the Laya, or actually going back into, merging back into the truth. So that is Jagatah Sthiti Karanam. So see, Bhagavan gives an entire idea of dharma. So in one aspect, what is dharma? That is the supreme Brahman, truth, Ishvara. Jagatah Sthiti Karanam. Then, next is a very Praninam Sakshad Abhyudaya Nishreyas Hetuhu. I am writing this so that you can note down, and whenever you get somebody asks you, we should not say it said somewhere like that. No, we should be able to really produce what is said. From where this is, all this we're not talking, this all, what am I now covering is from Shankaracharya's Bhashya on Bhagavad Gita. That's an introductory portion to the Bhagavad Gita's commentary by Bhagavan. So it's known as, what is that? What is that dharma? Praninam Sakshad Abhyudaya Nishreyas Hetuhu. What is dharma? Dharma is the hetu, the cause for Praninam, all beings, which will help them to have, what is that? Abhyudayam. They will be able to live a very beautiful, satisfied life. What is dharma? Dharma is that which will help us to live a very fulfilling life here. If I am a teacher and if I do my duty, as Mahadevanji said, what is dharma? one main aspect of dharma is duty. Our duty. As a teacher, I have a dharma. As a student, you have got some. As a husband, as a wife, as a mother, as a father, we use this word, no, dharma. वो तो आपका धर्म है. That is your dharma. You know, it is your dharma to take care of your child. We use this. Always, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by this duty? Is it mean that, you know, this is some kind of a, the moment we hear this word duty, people get really upset. Why my own duty? Everything is my duty. No, that's what we say. But in our tradition, it's looked in a very different way. Why duty? They say duty is that which will bring Abhyudaya into your life. What is duty? If you practice what you are supposed to do, practice, a kind of joy, a kind of well-being, a kind of strength come to us. If you are a student and suppose you are doing your duties in the prescribed manner, that gives you a kind of strength, isn't it? Suppose I'm a student, okay? I'm a teacher and I have not prepared my classes, I have not think about anything, and then I come here and then I say whatever I want to say, it will not bring joy to our life. So what is dharma? Dharma is not just duty. Dharma is that which brings happiness into your life. Dharma is that which actually brings some meaning into our life. This was the understanding of our forefathers. It's not a duty. You are a teacher, so you have to, you are a husband, you are married, so you have to. No. If I am a married person, when I know my dharma is that which will bring fulfillment into my life. That is known as Abhyudayam. And dharma is not that something just will bring some fulfillment into our life. Dharma is that which will lead us into the higher realms of existence. Why? See, Shastra says, ashramad ashramam gachet. Nowadays, this is a big topic you should discuss sometime. Why marriage? Now, this is becoming a big topic, isn't it? Because people say, why should we marry? We can just stay together, live together. Okay, that is now becoming very, very, even in India. We'll live together. Why should we get married? It is a burden, isn't it? That's what people have started to think. No, you should, sometime when you get some time, you should discuss such topics, which is very relevant in this world. People will ask you, see, I am a person, she is a person, we'll just live together. What is there? Because in our understanding, dharma is something which will bring us Nishreyas. We are not doing our duties just to fulfill our duties. We are doing our duties so that those duties will remove negativities from our mind. That will actually bring forth the hidden understandings of life. That which will actually take us to the Parama Kaivalya Avastha. If I am a teacher and if I am doing my duty 100% with dedication, that itself can be a path for my liberation. I am a sweeper. Suppose I am a sweeper and I do my work as worship. That sweeping, that karma itself can take me to the higher. Ishwararpitam nechaya kritam chitta shodhagam mukti sadhagam. Whatever we do can take us to mukti. That's why Nishreyas. So in our understanding, in Indian understanding, duty is not some obligations we have to fulfill. No. Duty is that something which will help us to evolve into the highest realm of existence. We call it moksha, mukti, kaivalya, whatever, Nishreyas. So Bhagavan says, the one aspect of dharma is jagataha sthiti karanam. Another aspect of dharma is praninam sakshad abhyudaya nishreyas hetuhu. Yah saha dharma. Yah, that which is known as dharma. Yah saha dharma. So what is dharma? This is it. And Bhagavan actually adds, he says, how we can do this? How can we experience this Abhyudaya Nishreyas, Jagadasthiti Karanam, etc.? He says, Brahmanadya varnabhihi ashramibhischa shreyorthabhihi anushthiyamanaha. What is dharma? Dharma is not a concept. Dharma is anushthiyamanaha. Means what? That which we should practice. Not some intellectual understanding. What is dharma? Dharma is that which each one of us should practice so that it brings a beautiful rhythm into the life. The word rhythm actually is a Sanskrit word which is taken by the English. So in rhythm, what is a rhythm in English? There is a melody. In Sanskrit, there are two words, Satyam Vachmi, Rhythm Vachmi. What is Satyam? Satyam, in that place, Satyam means that which is transactional, and Rhythm is the Paramarthika. The supreme, there is a supreme Rhythm, there is a supreme, what you call that, vibration which exists in this universe, and when we live according to that vibrations of the universe, we become one with the entire cosmos. What is dharma? Dharma is that which expands us. That's the next definition. What is dharma? Dharma is that which expands. Says, Swamiji also, Vivekananda also says, what is dharma? That which expands your heart is dharma. And because Nyaya Sutra says, yad vikasyate tat dharma. Yad vikasyate. Vikasyate means you are vikasyate to expand. Vikas, yes. Vikasyate, that which helps. In English we have a phrase, blossoming of the individual personality. His personality is blossoming, his individuality starts to become a different kind of person. You finish this YEP course, and when you go back to your home, they say, oh, this is another person. What happened? Nothing changed, but our personality changes. So what is dharma? Dharma is that which helps us to expand. That which will, that's why there is a Vivaha Sukta. Okay? In Vivaha Sukta, they say, why Vivaha? He says, because now I am so much, into me. I only think about my happiness. In Vivaha, you are forced to think about your partner's joy and happiness. Means what? You are little bit expanded. You are only this much now. Now you have to take care of her or him. So, little bit. Then when you have children, little bit. So they say, ashramad ashramam gached. You should go from one ashram to the next ashram. Why? So that it's actually, of course, so much duties, everything comes, but it will force you to expand little bit. Otherwise what happens? We become more and more selfish. Swami, so you are the selfish. Yeah, I am the selfishest person in the world because yeah. But what is the difference between sannyas and the grihasthashram? In sannyasa, what happens? In sannyasa, there is no more person. The person itself is dead. There is no more person. Actually, after sannyas, according to our understanding, only Supreme Brahman is there. Okay, anyhow, that's all. So, what is dharma? Because that which helps us to expand, which takes us into new understandings. That's a beautiful story in Upanishad. Jabala. No, this is a very Jabala Aruni goes to the teacher, and then he was accepted. And then the teacher says, he gives him some 50, cows and some, oxen, and says, take them and come back when they are 1,000. He thinks, but I came here for knowledge, and the teacher is telling this, but he had Shraddha. So he took these 50 cows and went to the forest, and then he took care of them so well. He did not study, because nobody was there to teach him. But what he did, because Guru told him to take care of them, so his only attention was to serve them. To serve them as not an obligation, but as duty. Says, if you read the Upanishads, it says, see, after some time, oxen came and said him, bull came and told him, oh, dear, please take us back to the Guru. Why? Because we are already 1,000. He was not even thinking, counting. Every day we do, cold started. So we made a chart in our thing. 75 days, then we cut one day. Now only 72 are there. Not like that. For him, that entire experience, entire seva of the cows were not an obligation, but it was a kind of expression of his joy. Okay, then he is talking, and Agni, okay, they are taking him back. Then the fire start to speak to him. And then the birds, they are giving him advice. And when he came back to his Guru's ashram, Guru looked at him and said, you are a Brahmajnani. There's no more, there's nothing more I can teach you, because you have known everything. How he got that? Because of Dharma. Because Dharma has this great power to unlock our individuality. Individuality in the sense that there are hidden chambers inside us. Those hidden chambers are locked and kept by our ego. And the Dharma helps us to unlock them, understand them, and experience them. So what is Dharma? This is Dharma. Is this Dharma? There are so many other things, but at least, let us stop here. We will come back to this again after some understanding of others. Okay. So what is Dharma? Dharma is the supreme truth. What is Dharma? Dharma is that which helps us to reach the supreme truth. What is Dharma? Dharma is the duty of each and every person. What is Dharma? Dharma is the nature of things and beings of this world. What is Dharma? Dharma is that which helps us to live a beautiful life. And Dharma is that which actually brings forth a change in our individual self. And Dharma is that which leads us to the supreme pinnacle of expansion of human existence. And then what we are going to study today? We are going to go through this Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. Now, what are we going to learn these 4 days, 5 days here is only some aspects of this Dharma. Means what? Please, 1 minute, please give me your full attention. What we are going to learn from next class onwards is they are all directly or indirectly connected to the expansion of individual and social life. So what is Sanatana Vaidika Dharma? That which helps you to be a grand master. That which helps the entire society into a grand society. This is not just concerned with one person, because we believe that this entire thing is me, myself. Whatever I see in this universe is actually an expansion or expression of my own being. Now, in these coming days, we will be discussing many things. But one thing what you should do after every aspect of Sanatana Dharma is to think how this is connected with Sanatana Dharma. This is an exercise you should do. Okay, suppose we are learning about Varna, the caste system. Now, after studying the caste system, we should go back. Okay, how this caste system help an individual being and the society to be perfect. So everything, whatever we study, we should do this. We should take this into the Sanatana Dharmic aspect, where it fits. And then when we understand, then it should become a beautiful puzzle which is put together and which is a beautiful picture. So that is Sanatana Vaidika Dharma, which we are going to learn in these classes. Okay? Now please just take this paper. Please take this paper. No, let me. Any questions regarding this? See, we will be going to, I am going to expand all this, but only regarding which I explain now, please.
The last, this thing is also from Shankaracharya's.
Which one, Amma?
The last,
No. That is from the Nayayika Sutra, Nyaya Sutra. Up to this, Praninam Sakshad Abhyudaya Nishreyas Hetuhu Yaha Saha Dharmaha. Up to that is Shankaracharya's Bhashya. Then because, many of our darshanas starts with dharma. Adhado Dharma Jitnyasa is the first sutra of Jaiminiya, Purvamimamsa. And even the Nyaya, Vaisheshika, they are all actually based on dharma. Dharmam Vyakyasyamaha. So, dharma is the main, core of our life. So, this all acharyas, Yadu Abhyudaya Nishreyas, Siddhihi, that is a sutra, Nyaya Sutra. Like that, sutras are there in our traditions. Something? Right, that's he's asking how this Dharma Bodha is, started in a human being. As I told you, Dharma Bodha is not something which is starting. Dharma, as I said, Dharma has different aspects. The Dharma Bodha is that which actually makes human being a human being. Understand? What is the difference between a human being and an animal? There is something, there is something which differentiates a human being from animal. That is Dharma. So Dharma is not something which is started. Dharma is that which is always there, which actually makes human being a human being. That's why we are, that's a very beautiful mantra. We will study that also in Kadhopanishad. It says, Navittena tarpaniyo manushyaha. Means, you may give all kinds of enjoyments to a person. Like Buddha Bhagavan. Everything was there, but for us also, we have everything. But most of the time we are not happy or fulfilled. Why? Because there is in human understanding, there is a vacuum always kept. In Indian understanding, we say that there is a person may get everything of this world, but still he may not be 100% happy, because there is a vacuum which is created in his, that is which actually makes him different from an animal. So how it started? Because it's his nature. When that water became cold, or when the fire became hot? When? Can't say, because the heat makes the fire. Now the fire means that heat is there. Like that, this Dharma is the basic nature of human being. Now, whether we are aware of it or not is according to our development, our mental or spiritual development. There are people who live like animals, but there are people, even in them, even in a person who lives like an animal, there is something which is always trying to get fulfilled. He thinks that it is more money, but it's not money, because he gained money, still he is not happy. He thinks that 4 more wives, still he is not happy. He is trying, and by the time he understands this all not what actually I wanted, he is dead. So when did this Dharma Bodha started in a human being? It's not something should be started, it is the basic nature of us. Okay, because you see, I think from you there is another aspect of Dharma, which is generally we call as the values of life. That's also Dharma. Very good, thank you said. So what is another aspect of Dharma is values of life, like ahimsa, satyam, brahmacharyam. Okay, this is one aspect of Dharma, values of. So we say, oh, he's a dharmic person. We say, no, oh, that person is a very dharmic person. What we mean by that? Means he lives with great values in life. Okay, so that can be, the what you call the situation, the family, the understanding, etc. can actually motivate great values in his life. So in that way also we say he's a dharmic person. But the real Dharma is the nature of human being.
You said that Hindus, those who live in the from the Bay of Bengal, right? So what happens to the rest of the other people,
Yeah. So, like, so the question is, so we say that, Hindus, if Hindus are only living in this geological area, what about those people who are living in Bali? They were not, or people who are living in Australia or in America. Now people are, so many people are Hindus, better Hindus than so-called Hindus. So, see, that's why I said, this was a smriti which is talking about thousands of years back, where we used to, confined in this geological area. But now, Hindu Dharma is not that a person who is born in this Dharma, a person who follows Vaidika Dharma. So, whoever in any part of the world, if he or she follows the Vedic way of life, he is a Hindu. Which I quote was a Samhita Vinyaya, which is thousands of years back, when that was the basic understanding. Okay, this person who is known as Hindustana, so whoever is living here is Hindu. But as I told you, that Hindu doesn't mean Sanatana Vaidika Dharma Avalambi. A Christian can also be Hindu in that meaning. Like before in the Arabia, etc., Arabian, even if a person who goes from India to Arabia for working, they used to call him Hindu. Because for them, Hindu means an Indian. Hindu is a word used to, like now we use a Hindu. I mean, Indian. So that is, Hindu is one thing. Another thing is, Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. What is that? Whoever, wherever he is or she is, if he is walking the path of Dharma, that which is revealed through the scriptures, Vedas, in whichever community he might have born, in whichever land he might have born, but they are all Sanatana Vaidika Dharma Avalambi. Now we use the Hindu word for Sanatana Vaidika Dharma, so we call them Hindus. That's all. Which
Smriti, the definition comes in which Smriti?
Parashita Smriti. Parashita. Okay, done? Okay. So please, do some discussions, everything. 4 o'clock, we'll meet again. Thank you. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.